Why, why did it ever start the search if it was content and fulfilled?
You see, I can answer the how question very thoroughly, but the why question I cannot answer, and in fact there is no satisfactory answer to the why question. Keep the mic just for a moment. And the reason why there's no satisfactory answer to the why question is that we cannot ask the why question of awareness. Why does awareness forget itself, leave itself, as it were, and go out into time and space? It doesn't. From its own point of view, it doesn't. Why does the character in the movie leave the screen and travel all the way around the world looking for its source? It doesn't. The character never leaves the screen. It never goes anywhere. So, you see, the why question presumes the very duality about whose cause it then seeks. In other words, the why question creates, or rather imagines, the duality about which it is asking. It's not possible to give a satisfactory answer to the why question. In order for there to be a satisfactory answer, let's say, for instance, I said, because of this. Why this? Because of that. Immediately we have cause and effect. For there to be cause and effect, there must be time, there must be at least two things, the cause and the effect. None of that applies to awareness. We can only ask the why question about duality. Now, I know that's a frustrating answer for the mind, but actually it's, if you go deeply into it, it's the only really satisfactory answer to the why question. For instance, a less satisfactory answer that is often given is, awareness becomes the separate self because it needs the separate mind in order to reflect itself back to itself. It needs to take the shape of manifestation in order to know itself. And that's the standard answer to the why question, but it's a misunderstanding. Awareness doesn't need a mind or a body to know itself. This is really fundamental. Awareness knows itself by itself. It doesn't need a puny little human mind in order to know itself. Any more than the sun needs to look in the mirror needs to shine its light into a mirror in order to have its light reflected back on itself in order to illuminate itself. It illuminates itself by itself. It doesn't need to shine on a moon in order to have its light reflected to itself. So although the answer I gave about the why question is a little frustrating for the mind, if you go deeply into that answer, it's the only really satisfactory answer.
So this is way more mysterious than I even thought.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.